was a 6-foot bird and massive wings.
And I asked her how big the wingspan was. She said about 10 to 12 feet.
Is Point Pleasant haunted?
Yes, very much.
The things that go bump in the night.
To spend the night searching for spirits.
You always see D.O.A. in this place.
Corner of my eye, I just felt something watching me or standing next to me.
Might be
Taking you ghost hunting, investigating a public building.
D.O.A. stands for
Deadly
Agency.
Don't ask me what that was all about.
D.O.A. was always the face of
Is it evidence of paranormal activity?
Give me the remote, I'll find something. Oh hey, welcome back to the D.O.A. That's Deadly Oracle Agency. Anyway, we were just trying to agree on a movie to watch this evening that doesn't have to do with a doll like Chucky or Annabelle. I'm so tired of those movies. Ooh, I got it. How about a movie that came out years ago on this very day? Check it out. Oh. That's right, the Mothman Prophecies. Released January 25th, 2002. Making it over 21. Heck, Bar, that's old enough to have a drink. Cheers, Mothman Prophecies.
Thanks. I needed that.
Anyway, directed by Mark Pellington, starring Richard Gere, was based off of a book from 1975 by John Keel. Now, both the movie and the book were based off true events, making it kind of creepy and giving you the heebie-jeebies, you know what I'm saying? But let's go back to where this legend all started, back to December the 15th of 1967 in Point Pleasant, West Virginia, where the first Mothman sighting was reported. Two young couples, Roger and Linda Scranberry and Steve and Mary Mullet, were riding around the TNT area in Point Pleasant when they saw a large winged figure standing in the middle of the road.
I saw, this big bird-looking thing go over top of my car.
I could see it wasn't a man, that it looked more like a bird. Instead of arms, they were like wings.
I had a huge wingspan on it. It was at least 10 feet.
I was paralyzed.
Really?
I just thought, well, I'm going to die.
The two couples leaving their car down Route 62, claiming that it had caught up with them twice and it was following them, and they tried to lose it going well over the required speed limit. Eventually, they lost it. Over the next 3 days, at least 8 people had reported seeing this figure in the local area. And after that, over the next year, over 100 people had reported seeing the Mothman, all reporting with the same description, looking like a large man with huge wings taking off like a helicopter straight into the night sky with those glowing big red eyes.
My brother said, well, don't look, but there's something there beside the car. If I'd rolled my window down, I just could have touched it. And then it jumped on the hood and just sat there and just squatted kind of and looked at us. But it did have the biggest red eyes, and it run right past the car, and it jumped up in the air and just opened up the biggest pretty set of bird wings, because you could see the feathers in it and everything. Just opened them up and just went off in the night like that.
After that, the sightings pretty much died down until recently in 2016, when a man living near the Point Pleasant area captured these photos when he saw something flying in the air. Then, after that, 2017, in Chicago, from the months of April to July, there's been a lot of sightings about the Mothman around the airport of Chicago.
My name is Bruce, and I'm a pilot for, and I've been with since 2008. The incident I'm about to tell you happened on Thursday, August 8th, 2019, at O'Hare International Airport at approximately 1800. I was taking the airport shuttle toward the terminal. As I looked out the window, I saw a large human with enormous wings and glowing red eyes perched upon a rail and looking straight at me. It just stayed put and watched as we passed. When we passed, I attempted to look back and see if it was still perched there. I saw nothing and can only assume that it must have flown off when we passed.
I've worked at O'Hare for the last 7 years as a member of the air traffic control teams. I was walking toward one of the terminal buildings when I noticed some movement out of the corner of my eye. I turned in the direction of the movement and noticed a large black shape coming to a rest on the ground near a light pole. This thing was at least 6 to 7 feet tall and jet black. It sported a large set of black wings that also looked like the wings of a bat. It kept its head down, looking at the ground. That is where I saw that its head was short and squat, but had a pair of piercing red eyes, and then began to flap its wings and took to the air. It disappeared above the building in the span of 1 to 2 seconds and was gone out of sight. I personally know of 3 other controllers who have had sightings of this thing, and just as many pilots who have either reported sightings in and around the airport.
And recently in Beijing, China, this video was captured. Not very clear, just making out something flying through the sky. Looks like an actual moth, though. The town of Point Pleasant has kept the legend of the Mothman alive, attracting hundreds of tourists for their annual Mothman Festival, which started in 2002. Wow. It's held every year on the 3rd weekend of September. The festival is kind of like a huge Comic-Con. Wait a minute. What Comic-Con is not huge, but anyway, it's held outside. It's not just about Mothman, it's also about aliens, sci-fi, cryptid, the paranormal, you name it, they've got it.
We've had, 13,000 probably plus before the last festival in 2019. But this year is definitely more. I mean, I can definitely tell there's more people here. As a vendor, I'm allowed to come out here at the front of the store, and I have a variation of ornaments, tote bags. My most popular item is the chocolate cake pop, which we have just sold out of. So, so it's exciting to be out here.
Oh, and it's great for people watching too. I hope we can make it one year. Well, there you have it. Let us know in the comments. Do you think there was some supernatural being flying in the sky in Point Pleasant? Oh, and another thing in 1967 in Point Pleasant, the sales of bug spray actually went up.
Remember those campfire stories growing up?
A story that happened to a friend of a friend of a friend.
Those stories that kept you up all night.
It's story time with
D.O.A.
Urban
Legends.
Can't wait till Halloween too. Oh hey! Welcome back to another segment of D.O.A.'s Urban Legends. Sitting here hanging out with one of the local residents here at the agency, Mortis, short for rigor mortis. Hey Mortis, looks like that new diet's really working. You're looking kind of bony. Ow! Hey, chill out. Let's just get to the story. Today's urban legend is about the Bunny Man. The mysterious legend of the Bunny Man originated in the 1970s in Fairfax County, Virginia. The first incident was reported the evening of October 19th by U.S. Air Force cadet Robert Bennett and his fiancée, who were visiting relatives on Guinea Road in Burke, Virginia. After midnight, while returning from a football game, they reportedly parked their car in a field on Guinea Road to visit an uncle who lived across the street from the field. After their visit, they noticed something moving in the rearview mirror. Suddenly, the passenger side window was bashed in by a hatchet, which landed on the floorboard of the car. Bennett drove off when he suddenly heard a voice saying,
"You're on private property. I have your license number."
They drove straight to the police station where Bennett and his fiancée gave a description of a man saying that he was wearing a white bunny suit. The second reported incident happened 10 days later on October 29th, when a construction security guard, Paul Phillips, approached a man standing on one of the porches of the homes under construction at Kings Park on West Guinea Road. Phillips reported that the man was wearing a gray, black, and white bunny suit and standing about 5'8" and was chopping at the porch post with an axe, saying,
"You're trespassing. You're coming in closer. I'll chop your head off."
The Fairfax County Police opened investigations on both these incidents, but were eventually closed for lack of evidence. In weeks following the incidents, more than 50 people contacted the police claiming they had seen the Bunny Man also. There are many stories about the Bunny Man. The New York Post reported that the Bunny Man could be an escaped mental patient from Clifton Mental Institute. A man named Douglas J. Griffin escaped asylum while convicts were being bused to Lorton Mental Institution because the state had decided to demolish the Clifton Asylum. This man is believed to be the Bunny Man and still to this day comes out every Halloween to haunt people. Jeez, this creepy story's got me to where I don't even want to celebrate Easter anymore. So you tell me, do you believe in this urban legend?
Welcome to Hal's Haunted D.O.A. Dolls. Segment?
Hi, welcome back to another great, grand episode of Hal's Haunted Dolls. For the record, I never played with dolls as a kid, and I don't intend on starting now. No offense. Anyway, This is where we go over Hal's pick of the week of dolls found on the internet. Dolls that are up for adoption. Are we getting any kind of adoption kickback fee for this? Rehoming fee? You know, like they do dogs? You know what I'm saying? Dogs. Anyway, let's just get to the dolls. Let's just roll up footage. Yeah, here we are with the first doll. Real haunted doll, powerful, active, protective, healing, positive, spiritual doll. This is Mary. She seems like a pretty neat, well-kept doll. Her mission is to protect you physically, mentally, and spiritually. If you ever get that feeling in your gut that just something isn't right, well, that's one way of Mary letting you know that something is wrong. Either that or you had Taco Bell for lunch. She's also a teacher, leaving you lessons in your dreams, visions, through telepathic. Wait a minute. I didn't even like homework in high school. Now you're going to give it to me in my dreams as an adult? I don't think so. The description goes on to say that she will put you on the right path in life, help you achieve your goals, whether it be financial success, the new job you've always wanted, relationship, etc. She will get you there. Is there any way you can give me the winning lottery numbers, Derek? She will also help you heal during stressful times of depression, anxiety, or just whenever you need a friend. Well, that's kind of why I keep whining Alizé in the house. They're my friend too. You know what I'm saying? For times like that. Also, if possible, create a little altar in your home where she can be kept with her things. Wait a minute, she's got things like she's moving in and she's not paying rent? Well, I hope she does know the lottery numbers because, I mean, you gotta pull your weight to stay around here. Okay, moving on. Next. Bye, Mary. Oh, what do we have here? Haunted dolls, active, metaphysical, active, paranormal, Arturo, and Gwendolyn. Oh, so I guess this is a 2-for-1 deal. And wow, look at them. They look like they've seen better days. Anyway, Arturo and Gwendolyn are romantic souls who met in the afterlife. Both never experienced true love until they set eyes on each other. Wait a minute, back up. They can meet in the afterlife and hook up? That gives me hope. Maybe I can still hook Nana up on the other side. But if you're a couple when you die, till death do you part, does that mean you can now date other spirits after you die? So many questions. Oh well, that's a whole nother show we're working on, like the D.O.A. Dr. Phil. Anyway, back to Arturo and Gwen. Says they're hilarious to be around because they are totally opposite. True yin and yang. I don't really like being a third wheel in any situation, so I guess it's gonna be a no for me. Next. Sorry, little birds. Moving right along, and boom. What the heck is this? Evil, haunted doll, spirit of Eugene, negative energy, mean, beware, very active. Jeez, what is he wearing? He's probably mean because all the other dolls make fun of what he's wearing. And the description goes on to say, this strange little guy is Eugene. He's a pretty mean spirit and isn't afraid to show his distaste for you if you get off on the wrong foot, like I did. He passed away a bitter elderly man and has remained bitter in the afterlife. Geez, that's gotta be lame. You don't like your life, even in the afterlife, means not like you can commit suicide or anything. You're already dead. Okay, I need to stop. He doesn't like children, but he doesn't really like anyone in general. He's just a mean old man. He pushes me a lot and will slam doors and turn lights off and on. It goes on to say he even slapped her before, but once she yelled at him and told him that wasn't acceptable, he never did it again. Wow, Eugene sounds like a real you jerk. I'm sorry, but if I wanted a doll that beat me up and abused me, I would just go get Chucky or something. You know what I'm saying?
Hi, I'm Chucky.
Well, there you have it. That's Hal's pick of the week. Let us know in the comments, would you accept any of these dolls in your home? Oh, and never get in a relationship with a mummy. They're too all wrapped up in their self to even notice you. Wrapped up in their...
This is BNN, Bizarre National News.
What? I'm there? Wait, I'm not ready. Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of BNN, Bizarre National News. I'm your host, Agent Boogie Boggs. And in our first story, a Kansas couple has been charged with fraud for collecting more than $215,000 in retirement benefits on behalf of one of their deceased relatives. The 81-year-old deceased relative passed away 6 years ago, and they've kept the body inside their home the whole time. Other family members said that the couple would repeatedly give excuses of why this person couldn't come to the phone or wanted visitors the whole time. Wait, over 6 years they never saw this family member? What is this, like Adam's family or something? A person bought a glass vase for $3.99 at a popular thrift store known as Goodwill in Richmond, Virginia. It turned out it was crafted by a famous Italian glass designer, Carlo Strappo, and it sold in an auction for $100,000. Hold on 1 second. Hey, worth a try. I'm not sure who the designer is of it, but I do know, like all the other things around here, did come from Goodwill. I'm just kidding. Oh, now I can even sell it for $3.99. A Polish man wanted doctors to remove a year-long cyst that had been on the back of his head. After further examinations, the doctors found out that this was actually not a cyst. It was a .22 caliber bullet that had been launched in the guy's head 5 years earlier while he was blacked out at a party. Jeez, remind me to never do shots with this guy. A UK flight attendant reportedly saw a UFO on one of her flights to Portland, right outside the plane window. She grabbed her phone, and this is one of the pictures she snapped. Kind of looks like a purple globe. Must be Tiger fans. Hey, go LSU! Speaking of airline flights, one of our star reporters, also fellow D.O.A. agents, Agent Sugarplum, has an interesting story and also an interesting eyewitness about a flight. Over to you, Agent Sugarplum.
About 250 airline passengers flying from New York to Rome were allegedly left without a cockpit crew awake. Investigators say both pilots fell asleep while the plane was at cruising altitude, causing alarm from air traffic control.
It just don't make no sense because I already don't like flying. I don't like to fly. All right, and so when I do fly, I try to get in first class because you're already thousands of feet in the sky in a little bitty tuna can with wings. And usually when the plane go down, it's going down. These fools have the plane going upwards. I'm trying to eat my graham crackers because I'm nervous. And I'm eating and shaking and all the crumbs is going up my nose. And I'm starting to sneeze. And every time I go, I slip out of my seatbelt a little bit. I said, and now I'm all the way back here. And I said, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right. I got to wake these fools up. I say, boom, boom, bam. And I busted in the door like that, and guess what I saw? I saw both of them in the cockpit, sleep, just like SpongeBob. And they both woke up like, I ain't even say nothing to them after that. I just looked at them with that mama look. I said, so they left without the plane. It don't make no sense. If y'all see me anywhere, if I travel, just know I walked.
Well, there you have it. Thank you for joining us for another episode of DNN. Keep it real.
Do you believe in black cats, lucky horseshoes, and other tall tales?
How superstitious are you?
Welcome to D.O.A. Superstition, the truth.
Picture over there. And does it look like Elvira picture? Oh, hey! Welcome back to another segment of Superstitions. Are you superstitious? What should we go over today for superstition? Oh, I've got it. Scissors. Did you know there was superstitions about scissors? I'm sure Edward Scissorhand did. All the bad luck that guy had in that movie. Anyway, let's just get on with the segment. The superstition of scissors. It is often said to be unlucky if you drop a pair of scissors unless you can get someone else to pick them up for you. Or if you're alone, you have to step on them before picking them up. In many cultures, from Japan to Russia, Italy, or the UK, it is unlucky to give scissors or any other cutting tool, because handling a sharp object is thought to symbolize the relationship being severed. To avoid bad luck, the receiver must pay for the scissors, usually with a small coin or a token. In In Egypt, closing and opening scissors without cutting anything or just leaving them open is also thought to bring bad luck. Jeez, all this bad luck with scissors. Sure, I'm glad I'm not a barber. You know what I'm saying? But there are some positive superstitions with scissors, like tucking them into a newborn baby's cot, under the doormat, or inside of a wall. It's said to repel evil spirits. Or sliding them under your pillow is supposed to ensure a good night's sleep. That is, if you don't stab yourself to death in your sleep. In Norse mythology, Vikings protect their bodies from ghosts after death by being buried with scissors on their chest. Wait a minute. Why are they more worried about protecting their bodies after they're dead? I'm more worried about protecting my body from ghosts while I'm alive, you know? Well, there you have it. A superstition about scissors. I'm sure there's more if you guys look it up. But some great advice that my second grade teacher, Ms. Walters, always told me. Never run with scissors.
Hey, you two, what have I told you about running with scissors? Come on now.
Mail time.
The mail's here.
This is a D.O.A. mail call.
Hey, welcome back to another spectacular segment of D.O.A. Mail Call. Well, it's not really that spooky. Really hell. Anywho, this is where we go over your weekly comments, concerns, and even complaints in our mailbox. Let's see what's in the old box. Oh look, it's a package from our San Diego office. D.O.A. SD. I'll just open that later. More mail for the Count. I thought we forwarded his mail to Transylvania. Why is it still coming here? Alright, here we go. Our first comment is actually a complaint from someone. Yeah, I know. We always get some. And it starts off with, "Is China would be so much better," but I don't think they were saying that properly. But anyway, and it goes on to say, "If it didn't have that ridiculous opening with that guy in the lab coat, get to the information." By Smiles Gently 71. Oh, you sound like such a nice person, but why do you gotta be so negative? And one of our good friends, Tim, responded with, "Would be nicer if we didn't have trolls like you about other people's content. Stay away then." Right, Tim, there's a little thing you do with your finger, you just scroll and it goes right on by the next TikTok or whatever you see it on. Tim also went on to say, "You're in the wrong TikTok. Don't follow him if you're gonna." That's why he does his content, like a horror host. Duh. Keep telling Tim. Then Agent Sugarplum also chimed in with, "What guy in a lab coat?" You know, that's right, I wasn't even in that video. That was a short just about a doll. Also, Smiles Gently 71, I did go through and look at some of your videos, and you know what they say about people who live in glass houses? Don't throw stones. Our next comment is from our good friend Never Known. He does a lot of the reaction videos, so if you don't like watching all these videos by yourself, go over to his page and watch them with him. I'll leave a link below. And he goes on to say, "Basement ghost could be a black Pomeranian, very closely related to the rat species." Oh, he's talking about one of the videos in one of our latest segments, Paracast, kind of like a podcast, but get to know some of the agents. We all chime in, go over videos and stuff, and give our different opinions about it. Anywho, this is the clip he's talking about. Next video.
Here we go.
Guy that got a doll at a garage sale, and he put it in his basement. Did you see that run across the background? He thinks this doll has an attachment to it. Look in the background and stop. What was that? Was that a rat?
That's a
You
rat.
think he lives in like... So what do you guys think? Was that a rat? Was that a Pomeranian? Or was it a ghost? Speaking of Paracast, I think I'm gonna leave you guys this evening with a few clips from our most recent one. And don't forget to check it out. Oh yeah, until next time.
You ever seen that video going
Are you serious? Is that video real?
What? What are you talking about?
Are you serious? Deadly Purple Agent segment. We're starting a new segment now. We're actually going to try to do a podcast. We want to show you the videos that we're going to review, our reactions, and give our opinion. Paranormal cast. How's that sound, everybody?
There we go.
Agent Boogie, Agent Sugarplum, Agent Dee Dee, and Agent Kill over here. We get Agent of the Month.
When did this start? It passed the drawer. See the drawer? Yeah, and it fell. You'll
Watch
see.
this.
Okay.
Once it gets past him, it disappeared. It did not fall on the ground.
Well, did somebody catch it? Well,
I think this is totally fake.
There's somebody pulling the string.
Yeah,
they're catching
I think there's
it.
a string,
Yeah.
but they messed up when boom, it
and he
fell,
caught
and you
it.
didn't see it.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're
It
saying.
could be edited.
It could be both. Yeah. This is Little Bill. Let's get some reindeer. Here we go.
His son is in the living room. The closet door is right there. Look, it opens. That fell's over. This guy ran and grabbed his kid, dropped the camera, and he shuts it and it took him. You would have moved out then.
Who moved out?
She would have moved out then.
Oh.
So that was pretty serious that he dropped the phone and grabbed his baby
but-
first.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't stay.
Yeah.
I think
Because
it was
he
legit.
was going, I got proof here. But he took his child away from this.
Agent Dee always says that, and
That's not true.
she totally falls for every video we show, and then we come chime in on her predicaments, and then she changes her answer.
Keep it real.
This is D.O.A. production.
Oh, this is